Hello, everyone. Today is Thursday, December 8th, 2022 at 2:07 a.m. So it was right at 2 o'clock. Me having this sleeping bag, I was able to get me some sleep. And I probably would have been able to have some sleep the night before last, too. So, it's very foggy. So I thought I was in the clear. I thought I was in the clear. And, at this spot, they cut down all the bushes and not the tree, the skinny tall trees, but they cut down all the bushes and put up lights and did whatever else maintenance around here. Since I was here, like when I was at the other spot, I wasn't over here because the homeless perp that was making death threats at me, he ran me off. And so now they cut down all the bushes that were along the fence and stuff like that. They cut it all down. So amazing, but they didn't even pick up the trash that had been lingering here for I don't know how long, months, years, I don't know, but they trimmed down all the bushes along the fence and all the little trees and bushes except the trees in the middle. And so with the sleep deprivation, once I finally get sleep, then after I finally get sleep, then I end up waking up out my sleep with random forced urination, and then the excess fluid, I can feel it draining from my heart as I urinate, and the urgency is like instant. Like you got to go right now, or else you'll pee on yourself. Like it's explosive, violent, urgent, frequent. I mean, yeah, sometimes it'd be frequent, but the forced urination, and that be the swelling, like when I be sleep deprived, my legs and ankles and feet, and sometimes bad enough that my my arms and hands would be swelling really bad. And so I ended up with a weak bladder and having to pee, like the forced urination, just I had to drop everything and go pee, in a flat instant with the directed energy weapons and the and if I had a hotel or my own place, of course there's the bathroom right next door, but I have no place I can go pee. And so it's foggy out here. I looked around and I thought I was in the clear. And I thought nobody was around. I just woke up randomly out of my sleep and had to go pee so bad. And I slept and then woke up at 2 different times. And first nightmare, I had a nightmare that a guy was trying to rape me. And then another nightmare I just remember about somebody trying to sex traffic, which is in real life, yes, someone is trying to sex traffic me. So I had a nightmare. The second one is about somebody trying to sex traffic me. And so I had to pee real bad and could not hold it. And as I peed, the fluid drained from my heart, and so, in these pants, it feels like my calves are bigger now, and all those directing energy attacks and stuff, and they kept on creating the fake Charlie horses in my leg. And so when I pulled these are size 4X pants, and I'm like, how when I try to pull my pants legs up around my calf, if these are 4X, how is that trying to be tight? And these are smack brand new pair of pants. So I had to just go. And then they had a truck. It seemed like as if he waited till after I put my pants down and peed. Like I don't have no privacy or nowhere to go and duck and hide. Like they used to have bushes like all along this fence, like right behind here. And so but there's a dumpster way down there, but I wouldn't have been able to make. I would have peed. It's way down there, but the urgency was so bad that I nearly peed on myself right here, and I would have peed on myself trying to go way down there. And so they had a guy in a truck that passed by in the middle of me peeing. And then and at first I thought I thought there were no cars. And then after the first guy passed by and I turned around, and he was in those loud trucks that sound like not a F-150, but like F-250 heavy duty or F-350, but it was like I think it was a Chevy kind of version of it, whatever that is, a Chevy equivalent, and it sounded just like it. And then it was not a Ford truck. I think it was a Chevy. And also it was a white car with those, they had white, not LED lights, but I don't know what kind of there weren't normal white lights, but there were some bright white lights and super bright white lights and a white car. And then immediately after I pulled my pants up and stuff like that, it's like he got the final confirmation, and he probably was filming me the whole time and I didn't even know. And it's foggy, and I'm sitting here thinking nobody could see me, but I couldn't even go, go nowhere, And so then he, it's like he was stealthy, and it's like it wasn't until immediately after I peed the guy in the white shirt, the white car, he turned his bright lights on and then blared super loud music, and then hurry up and sped and immediately turned the opposite way, and like he was speeding and turned the opposite way and blared super loud music for a few seconds, and then just like sped off like a bat out of hell. So I'm in this predicament, that I'm forced to be homeless, being targeted, and the fact that I'm trying to better myself, and they're all trying to keep on trying to set me up to be ruined, setting me up for destruction. So they're trying to set me up for destruction, and it's exhausting, trying to fight and pray and listen to or read the Bible, and when you got nothing else to do. I'm so sleep deprived and too tired to even make this video, but this is for my documentation. So I got probably like 5 hours left that I can get sleep, and then I'm gonna have to get up and go. So I'm not even trying to commit a crime or anything, but what else to do? I was trying to say that if I try to pee behind some bushes and stuff, they secretly trimmed the doggone bushes down in a way where I have no choice but to be exposed for all to see. And I never have really been an exhibitionist or anything like that, but I mean, I've been fighting and battling to get housing since I got here, and perps have been sabotaging every attempt to try to get housing, and everything. They sabotage it. And when I start doing really good on a job, they feel like, oh, we can't have that, and then they just lower my quality. Like when I was working at the Gulf Breeze High School and getting overtime, and my money started to build up real quick. And then when they moved me they try to make like I'm such a great asset, while at the same time they put me with the people that's gonna workplace mob me. And they even had perps started my first day. Even that lady, Miss Pam, was a perp. And everybody else, they turned everybody into a doggone perp. And so they even had the high school, not the, it wasn't even the middle school students, but it was a lot of the freaking high school students who were perping the shit out of me. When it was like the last part of the day of school and stuff, and the high schoolers and their parents picking them up. And the middle schoolers' parents would be perping me too, when they came to pick up the kids. And so they would get some perp work or perp money in while simultaneously picking up their kids. So, because of the fog and dew, my sleeping bag is soaking wet. It's wet. And I woke up in the middle of the night cold as fuck. And I had to put on back on my socks and hoodie. So, I can't continue to speak so much longer, but I came here to document what just happened, and to document it accurately, so that I wouldn't forget details and stuff. So, I have my donation information in the description box of every video. And, I need any and all the help that I can get. Any and all the financial donations I can get. I need help. Winter is just about here. And next week is supposed to rain every day. And I don't have a shelter overhead. And it's going to be get cold, and then get, winter weather after the warmer, rainy days. Then it's going to be cold. So I need help off the streets. If it's a week in a motel, or if it's a week in a motel in which I can't go back to the $365 place. I mean $365 spot. I don't feel safe going there because the guy, and that was the cheapest one, and the assistant had threatened to shoot me, so I don't feel safe to go back there. So if I were to get like a weekly motel, I would have to go to another one, and that would cost more money. Like I heard that cost like $490 a week. But they won't even let me have like permanent housing. And I'm also in the process of seeing about this gig thing, and not sure how it's gonna work out. And I'm hoping that everything work out smoothly with that. And it's not even paid every day. It's like you get paid like a few days after you completed the assignment. So it's not even guaranteed. So I'm not even sure what to expect, but they might. I don't even know if they might have any other. It's a damn shame that I can't even go back to, because of Starbreaker, I can't even go back to the Super 6 motel. And that was 300. that was like 300 some 300 nearly $400 a week, but it was $330 something a week plus tax or whatever, which was made it nearly $400. But the Hospitality Inn, that was the cheapest, $273 and some change every week. But I can't even, Miss Annie herself, trolled me and perked me, and I can no longer go back to there, and I can't even go to the Queen Mary Inn because they're both connected. And that was under $275 a week, plus initially $100 deposit. So, and that was like $39.03 a day, So I'm not allowed to go. That's a damn shame because those people are supposed to be Christians. So I can't go back there, and like all the cheaper spots, I can't go. And I can't go to if I try to go to Fort Walton Beach, they start yelling and tripping, and like this happened the last time I tried to get a hotel there, the last couple of times. It's very difficult to get a cheap motel along Miracle Strip Parkway because what they do is they yell at you and refuse you a hotel, because if you consider a local and you're within, if your the address on your driver's license is like your driver's license address is within a 100-mile radius, then because of the sex trafficking and drugs and stuff, they freak out and start tripping and won't even give you a hotel or a motel or nothing to rent. But here in Pensacola, if you consider, they say something about in order to cut down on sex trafficking and drugs, in which people still do drugs anyway, but they charge you a $100 deposit for incidentals at a lot of hotels and motels. They charge $100 deposit, but you get it back, But it's so rough and hard out here. In New Orleans, before I left, it was nothing. And the Salvation Army it was too bed bug infested, and nobody cared to do anything about it. I couldn't stay there. And then New Orleans Mission is also bed bug infested, and they're a cult, and I couldn't stay there. And they mobbed me out of both of those places. So I gotta go, and I'm gonna try to get me some more sleep.